What if I told you there's a book written in 1936 during the Great Depression that still teaches you how to get people to like you, how to make them want to listen, how to influence them without manipulation? This isn't just another self-help book. Warren Buffett called it life-changing. Over 30 million copies sold worldwide. And here's the hard truth. Most people still get human relationships wrong. They criticize, they argue, they complain, and they wonder why people push them away. But what if you could change that? What if you could master the psychology of connection with skills you'll need in your career, your relationships, and your everyday life? Welcome to Book Key Insights Hub, the place where we unlock the life-changing lessons hidden inside the world's top books in just a few minutes. Whether you've read the book or not, our summaries reveal the key ideas and actionable tips that can transform your habits, mindset, and success. This video alone could save you hours of reading and stress, while opening the door to powerful insights that can change your life forever. So sit back, grab a notebook if you like, and let's dive into the treasures of how to win friends and influence people. About the author, Dale Carnegie was born in 1888 on a poor farm in rural Missouri. He struggled with self-doubt. He failed at acting in New York. He worked as a salesman. But in 1912, he started teaching public speaking at the YMCA, and his classes exploded. People were desperate for this. Carnegie discovered something most missed. People aren't driven by logic. They're driven by emotion, by pride, by the deep need to feel important. In 1936, he published How to Win Friends and Influence People. Within 3 weeks, 70,000 copies sold. By 1939, 1 million. Today, over 30 million copies. It's been translated into 70 languages. The book has 4 core sections. First, how to handle people without creating enemies. Second, how to make people genuinely like you. Third, how to win them to your way of thinking without arguments. Fourth, how to lead and change people without offense or resentment. But here's what makes this special. These aren't just opinions. Carnegie tested these principles in real life, with salespeople, leaders, and ordinary people. And modern psychology has since validated most of them. Let's dive into each section with the science behind why they work and exactly how to apply them today. Part 1. 3 fundamental techniques in handling people. Principle 1. Don't criticize, condemn, or complain. Carnegie wrote this: criticism is futile because it puts a person on the defensive. It wounds their precious pride. It arouses resentment. Here's the neuroscience. When you criticize someone, you trigger their threat response. Their amygdala, the brain's fear center, fires. Their rational brain shuts down. They stop listening. They start protecting themselves. Imagine in real life, your teammate misses a deadline. Instead of saying, "You're so irresponsible. This is unacceptable," try, "I noticed the deadline was missed. What's blocking you? How can we fix this together?" Notice the difference? One creates defensiveness. The other creates collaboration. Principle 2. Give honest and sincere appreciation. Carnegie said, the deepest principle in human nature is the craving to feel important. Psychology backing this says, when you genuinely appreciate someone, their brain releases dopamine, the reward chemical. They associate that good feeling with you. A 2025 study found that even 60 seconds of genuine appreciation daily shifts how your brain processes the world. Research on gratitude shows it genuinely improves mental well-being and strengthens relationships. How do you apply this in real-life situation? Take, for instance, your spouse cooks dinner. Instead of just eating silently, say, "This meal is amazing. I really appreciate how you take care of us." Or your colleague sends a well-researched email. Great analysis. The data you pulled really clarified everything. Make it specific. Make it sincere. Principle 3. Arouse in the other person an eager want. Carnegie's golden rule. The only way on earth to influence other people is to talk about what they want and show them how to get it. Life application. You want your boss to approve a project? Don't say, "I want this because it helps my career." Say, "This will save the team 20 hours weekly and reduce costs by 15%. You're speaking to their priorities, not yours. Part 2. 6 ways to make people like you. Principle 1. Become genuinely interested in other people. Carnegie. You can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than in 2 years by trying to get them interested in you. Psychologically, this triggers reciprocity. When you show interest in someone, they feel valued. They naturally want to reciprocate. Life application. At a networking event, ask, what's exciting you most in your work right now? Then listen. Really listen. Don't wait for your turn to speak. Principle 2. Smile. Carnegie. A smile says, I like you. You make me happy. Here's what's fascinating. Smiling tricks your own brain. It's called the facial feedback hypothesis. When you smile, your brain releases endorphins. You actually feel better. And the person in front of you, they mirror your expression unconsciously. They feel better too. Applying this, before a difficult conversation, smile for 30 seconds. You'll feel calmer. They'll feel more welcoming. Principle 3. Remember names. Carnegie called names the sweetest and most important sound in any language. Psychology. Names are tied to identity. When you use someone's name, you validate their existence. A 2024 study found that when people's names are remembered and used correctly, it increases interest in maintaining contact and reduces discriminatory perceptions. Life application. When you meet someone, repeat their name immediately. Nice to meet you, Sarah. Write it down if you need to. Use it in conversation. It creates instant connection. Principle 4. Be a good listener. Encourage others to talk about themselves. Carnegie. Be a good listener. Encourage others to talk about themselves. Psychology. When people talk about themselves, their brain's reward centers activate. It feels good. A 2025 study on empathic listening found it satisfies speakers' psychological needs for autonomy and relatedness, enhancing self-connection and social connection. Research confirms that people feel valued and connected when their needs and perspectives are heard. Life application. Ask open questions. What's the biggest challenge you're facing right now? Then stay silent. Let them talk. Don't interrupt. Don't plan your response. Listen. Principle 5. Talk in terms of the other person's interests, not yours, theirs. In real life, your boss loves efficiency. Don't talk about how your idea lets you work from home. Talk about how it saves 10 hours weekly. Principle 6. Make the other person feel important and do it sincerely. This is the golden thread. Carnegie said, act as if you already have the quality you want to develop. Life application. Acknowledge contributions publicly. Marcus led this project brilliantly. His analysis was spot on. Sincere. Specific. Public. Part 3. 12 ways to win people to your way of thinking. Principle 1. The only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it. Carnegie. You can't win an argument. If you lose it, you lose it. And if you win it, you lose it. In psychology, this is the backfire effect or belief perseverance. When you challenge someone's belief head-on, they often strengthen it. They defend their identity. A 2020 study confirmed that trying to correct misinformation often makes people believe it more, not less. Life situation. Someone says something factually wrong. Instead of, that's completely incorrect. Try, I see it differently. Here's what I found. Respectful. Non-confrontational. Principle 2. Show respect for opinions. Never say you're wrong. Those 3 words trigger defensiveness immediately. Life application. Replace "you're wrong" with "I see it differently" or "let me share another perspective." Principle 3. If you're wrong, admit it quickly and emphatically. Carnegie. If you're wrong, admit it quickly and emphatically. You'll be surprised how often this works. Psychology. This shows humility. It disarms people. It builds trust through vulnerability. Life application. You made a mistake at work. Say, I messed up. I take full responsibility. Here's how I'll fix it. Watch how quickly people soften. Principle 4 through 6. Begin friendly. Get them saying yes. Let them talk more. Every yes builds momentum. Every question you ask that they answer makes them more open. In life, before making a request, start with agreement. We both want this project to succeed, right? Then, what if we tried this approach? Principle 7. Let the other person feel the idea is theirs. This is Carnegie's most powerful principle. Let the other person feel that the idea is his or hers. Psychology. People are 10x more committed to ideas they think they generated. This is called endowment effect. Life application. Instead of telling your team what to do, ask, what approach do you think would work best here? Guide them. Let them connect the dots. When they say it, they own it. Principle 8. Try honestly to see things from their point of view. Carnegie called this the secret of success. Psychologically, this is perspective taking. A 2020 Max Planck study found that perspective taking activates brain networks for empathy and reduces prejudice by promoting understanding. It's essential for effective communication and conflict resolution. In life situations, before reacting to someone's behavior, ask, what might they be experiencing that I don't see? Principle 9 through 12. Be sympathetic. Appeal to nobler motives. Dramatize. Throw down a challenge. These connect to emotion, not logic. Part 4. 9 Principles for Changing People Without Offense. Principle 1. Begin with praise and honest appreciation. Before criticism, start positive. It softens the blow. In a life situation, your child's grades dropped. Start with, I'm so proud of how hard you study. Then, I noticed math is struggling. How can we support you? Principle 2. Call attention to mistakes indirectly. Don't bluntly say, you messed up. Say, I noticed this could be stronger. Here's how. Principle 3. Talk about your own mistakes first. This shows humility. It makes you relatable. Life application. I struggled with this too. Here's what I learned. Principle 4. Ask questions instead of giving orders. People resist orders. They embrace choices they make. In our daily life, what do you think about trying this approach instead of do this? Principle 5 through 9. Let them save face. Praise every improvement. Give them a reputation to live up to. Use encouragement. Make them happy about doing it. Psychology. Positive reinforcement creates sustained behavioral change. A 2025 classroom study found positive reinforcement increased active participation by 36%, rule following by 33%, and reduced disruption by 34%. Research confirms positive reinforcement promotes repetition of desirable behaviors and enhances relationship quality. Life application. Your team member improves. Praise immediately. The way you handled that client was excellent. Your preparation showed. Specific. Immediate. Sincere. Now, let's be honest. This book isn't perfect. Some critics say it's too simplistic. Some principles can feel manipulative if used insincerely. And Carnegie's advice is from 1936. The world has changed. Workplace ethics have evolved. We value authenticity more now. But human psychology hasn't changed. People still crave appreciation. They still feel defensive when criticized. They still want to feel important. Research confirms these basic psychological needs, autonomy, relatedness, and competence, remain fundamental across cultures and time. The key? Use these principles sincerely, not as manipulation, but as genuine ways to connect. Where can you apply this today? At work, stop criticizing. Start appreciating. Ask questions instead of commanding. In relationships, listen more. Talk less. Remember names. Use them. In conflicts, avoid arguments. Seek understanding. Admit when you're wrong. In parenting, use positive reinforcement. Praise improvement. Let them save face. Here's my challenge to you. Pick one principle from this book, just one, and practice it for the next 7 days. Maybe it's remembering names. Maybe it's not criticizing. Maybe it's listening more. Then come back and tell me in the comments. What happened? How did people respond? If this video helped you understand human psychology better, hit like. Subscribe if you haven't already. And share this with someone who needs to hear it. Because here's the truth. These skills aren't optional. They're necessary. For your career, your relationships, your life. I'll see you in the next video.